So I am not one to jump on trends without doing my research, a lot of research, okay? But I recently started seeing a holistic wellness doctor for my daughter because all I can say is she switched up from being like calm and lovable and, just always please and thank you. And it's not just your terrible twos or terrible threes or terrible fours. So I just wondered what was going on. She was showing signs of severe hyperactivity. I took her to a wellness coach. They suggested first, okay, well, why don't you just take her to a normal doctor and then they can put her on this and this and this and this. And I said, no. I didn't want any of that medication. I don't like prescriptions. For myself, don't use prescriptions. Okay. I don't want to put that in my daughter. So I joined like a crunchy group on Facebook, and they were talking about zeolite, however you say it. And I started doing a lot of research on what it is, who it helps. And zeolite is, amongst other things, basically a mineral that actually attaches and sucks out all of the heavy metals and toxins in the digestive tract and then flushes it out, right? There's some symptoms of heavy metal or needing a detox in your kids is their behavior changes, appetite changes in sleeping habits, whether they went from happy to sad all the time, digestion issues, bathroom issues. So I knew my daughter possibly could benefit from this. I found a great company, Zoyava, that has a made in the USA, everything's from the USA, the zeolite gummies. When I tell you the next day after she started this, the improvement was insane, okay? She was, not to mention these have your milk thistle. These are good for your immune system because they have the zinc, the elderberry, the magnesium for relaxation, plus the zeolite for detoxification. When I tell you now her bathroom habits are great, she's been on it for about 9 days. Bathroom habits are great. She is no longer like throwing these fits all of the time, seeming like she cannot get herself regulated anymore, which I know kids can't regulate themselves till they're like 6 years old. She's close, but not there yet. But now she expresses herself with words more. She doesn't just scream. She sleeps better. She has energy throughout the day that's not just bursts of crazy energy and then falling again. Her appetite is great. These things have really, really made a huge difference in my child, her behavior, her mentality, her emotions. And I'm telling you, if you think maybe it's a possibility that there's a detoxification needed for your child, because look, we feed them all kinds of processed food. Unless you're doing all organic or out from your garden, there's probably a chance that you have some heavy metals, toxins in your gut growing up. So I don't know. They're on a massive sale right now. This is a great company, the best one that I have found that's made in the USA with the quality product. So by all means, do your own research, find a company that you like. But this, I highly recommend the Zoyava Zeolite.